This goes out to all the guys who like to play basketball in the rain with no clothes on. This is for you. I know Jesus saves. I wish he'd save us from this podcast. I know he looks after you and me, but I wish he'd take us far away from here.
There we go.
Unmute.
Hell yeah.
What up, everybody? Welcome to IDM. It doesn't matter because none of this matters. Let me holler at you if you hear me.
Holla. What's up, everybody? Happy IDM Friday. Good to be with you tonight, man. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, dude. It's hotter than hell outside.
It's hotter than Africa. Are you hot down here right now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. It's pretty cold down here, but yeah, I feel pretty hot too. Hot, Ann.
Yeah, I mean it's been
it's
been like legendarily hot outside like the past like 3 weeks. It feels like it's like 100 degrees every single fucking day.
Yeah,
just brutal hot heat. Sandwiches on my arms and my legs.
Yeah, and you've been working outside. I mean, we will get to that. We got some shorts on the job site clips. Got some stories, but happy Friday. I'm excited, and we have plenty of stuff to get to. I've got some embarrassing stories I want to tell you about.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know you have some embarrassing stories to tell me about. But yeah. Okay, so this week we're going to do something a little bit different. We're just going to jump right into the meat of the show.
Hell yeah.
Like you guys tell us to do. So
like everybody tells us.
I don't listen to it anymore because you guys spend too much time setting up the show. All right. Okay. So 4th of July, dude. How was your 4th of July?
It was good, man. I did absolutely nothing. I obviously celebrated America in silence at home.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it any less memorable or any less impactful, but yeah, I didn't do shit. I mean, I think we went to get my girl's like car inspected, and that was about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, you're wearing a Shep patriotic American flag hat right now.
I know. I wore it all day at home.
And you did nothing for...
Literally not a fucking thing.
That's sad, man.
Hey, man. Sometimes a day off in the middle of the week from construction is like just what the doctor ordered. And I was like, I ain't doing shit.
Well, it was hot. And I do wonder, like, what age are people, like, what year do people age out of caring about seeing fireworks? Like, is it at this point in my life, it's for the kids?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I love fireworks. Like last year, I think we were in Hilton Head for 4th of July, and they had like fireworks from like 5 different directions.
Yeah.
On the beach. That was fucking baller as shit. That was cool.
Okay.
I mean, I definitely get butt sauced in my penis, but I just,
yeah,
it was a Thursday,
yeah, it was a Thursday. It was like 100 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, when you guys have a kid, you'll see this, dude. Here's the bit. You can't spend 4th of July at home or doing nothing because you're bad parents if you do that. Not I don't actually think that, but you know who? Yehudi Judy upstairs. She thinks that.
She thinks you're a bad parent.
No. I mean, she thinks that she's a bad parent if she's not out there doing stuff every time we have a day off.
You know who? Yehudi Judy upstairs.
And so I know, like, holidays aren't holidays for us anymore. The weekends aren't weekends. It's like the pressure is on. What are we gonna do? So there was a parade in Old Town Fairfax, and she was like, we got to go. We should go. And I was like, yeah, here. I mean, you know me, dude. Like, I of course I don't want to do it, but when she's saying that, I get the pressure. I don't want to start a fight, so I got to pretend like I'm sized. So I'm like, yeah, definitely. Let's do that. And it's getting like to be 11, 12, and the youngest one needs to take a nap. And she's like, no, let's just go. It'll be fine. And so we go out to Fairfax, and it's like Coachella out there, dude. Like people everywhere.
Yeah.
The parade was all right. The parade was cool.
Yeah.
But we were just standing in the hot sun. You know that song, How Bizarre? We were just standing out there, and my oldest daughter was like, Dada, can we go? my oldest daughter is like just like me. Like she does not get sized to do shit that she doesn't want to do.
Yeah.
And the baby is like always so down to do whatever. And so I was like, okay. And so we just like went back and hid in the shade. And then my wife, she was like hanging out with the baby, and they were watching the entire parade. But dude, I gotta tell you, man, I don't know when this happened. It probably happened maybe like when I turned 32 or 33, or maybe when I gained 50 pounds during COVID and never lost it. Dude, I sweat like a like Dane, like Big Dane A-Main, dude.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, it's hot out here, man.
You were making fun of me for years for this, and you exactly the same.
Yeah, you told me not to wear gray shirts, but now that's all you wear, and you sweat like a mug. Yeah, dude, it was so embarrassing.
I sweat through my triglycerides.
Yeah, dude. Like I mean, it's not even. I don't even have to be exerting that much energy. Like just walking around, and I'm fucking like it's going down my. You know when you feel the little sweat bead go down your back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you're like, oh, it's one of those days, huh?
Oh, dude, that's every day on the job.
Yeah,
that's
but you earn it, man.
Yeah.
You earn it. I'm just standing there.
You sent me a text last night. Was it last night, Thursday?
Yeah,
July
I think
4th?
so.
Yeah. You sent me a text last night, and you were like, dude, I sweat all the way through all of my clothes. I can't believe I used to make fun of Dane for this.
Yeah, dude. I brought a sweat towel. One of those, you know,
Yeah.
like I'm going to the pool basically.
Yeah.
And I was just wiping my face and my neck the whole entire day, dude. It was so embarrassing. And then, God, dude, and my clothes, like they're just soaking wet. Nobody else is like this. My clothes. Nobody else is like this during the day. Like I'm looking around, I'm looking at everybody else that's there, and nobody else is sweating like a mug. You know what I mean? Just me. And so we get back, we go home, and our neighbor, David Enward, great guy.
Shout outs to David Enward.
His birthday was recently. He recently had a birthday, so happy birthday to that guy. He invited us over to hang out. He was like having like a little, 4th of July party on his deck.
Tight.
Put the water slide out and things like that for the kids.
Sick.
And of course, dude, you know who? She's like, we should go.
So
and I'm like,
funny.
look,
she's literally upstairs right now. Oh, and you're just shit talking her in the basement live on a podcast.
No, she knows this is how I feel about that stuff. I love David. He's like probably my favorite dude in the neighborhood. But I was just so exhausted, and so I felt so disgusting. And she's like, we should go. Because again, it's not because she wants to. It's not because it's because it's out of guilt.
Yeah.
The whole thing is out of guilt. And she's like, yeah, we should go. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, let's go. And then, so long story short, we go, we made food. Everyone, all the neighbors kind of met up.
What kind of food?
Hamburgers, hot dog. And
Nice.
Yeah, it was really good food actually. And dude, we sit there, and now I have this like built-in fear in my mind of how I'm going to sweat profusely every time I'm around people. And I remember when Dane used to do that, and I would judge him, and I'd make fun of him and like talk to people like, oh, can you believe this fucking guy sweating like that?
Literally making fun of a guy for something he can't control.
Yeah, I know. And now I'm that guy, and the whole time I'm just thinking in my mind, like, I mean, people at the table probably didn't give a shit. They probably didn't notice, but the whole time in my mind, I'm thinking, God, dude, you're the fucking sweatiest motherfucker here. And fucking look at you, you disgusting pig. Nobody wants to be around you. Like, these are thoughts going in my mind. And so yeah, that's a new problem I have to figure out and deal with.
Yeah.
So that was my 4th of July.
Yeah, I mean it's been hot as fuck all week, obviously. But dude, like out on the job site, I had such a fucking disastrous scenario unfold today.
And
I'm a little bit.
Oh wait, are we doing shorts on the job site? All right, let's fucking let's make it official. Here we go.
Time for El Gordo Feo shorts on the job site.
Last, but it definitely happened today, where there's a lot of moving parts right now. Bob the Builder, my boss, he's getting ready to go out of town for like a week.
Yeah,
I mean he's a good ass dad. He's like, Yeah, I was looking for Taylor Swift tickets for the girls, and they're like $2,500 a pop. He's like, so I looked up like, where can I get cheaper Taylor Swift tickets? And turns out you can go see them in Europe for a lot cheaper. So I'm gonna fly the whole family to Europe for a week.
Oh my god, dude!
I'm like, bro, dad of the year.
Bruh, this isn't working. But you know what I have to do? I have to that's what I gotta do. You fucking stupid idiot, Oathman. God, I've been trying to figure that out for weeks.
Now the real trick will be, can we remember to do that next?
Bruh. There we go.
Bruh.
All right. Well, I just wanted to say this. I know I just went on a fucking 10-minute long story about nothing, but I'm not gonna lie. I miss a little. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
But I miss a little bit when Bob the Builder wasn't such a big timer, and he when he wasn't. I mean, he was telling me about buying a vacation home in Miami.
Oh yeah,
and I know he's driving like a fancy car. He's got another Escalade.
It's so funny because I can't ask him about this because it would be too awkward. But he's basically, he's got the Escalade, he's got the Vet in the Corvette in the garage. Yeah, and he's buying a vacation home in Miami, and I believe he's registered his business down there in Miami too. And he's like, every time he brings up, he's like, it's just like a dream to reach for like 10 years from now. And I'm like,
I mean, 10 months.
I'm like, this motherfucker is about to put shorts out on his ass. The signs are all there. I better find a job quick.
Because I remember when I first started lifting with Bob, and he was working at Dewberry, engineering, I don't know, one of those contractor companies. He was miserable like everybody is, and he was he had horror stories about his bosses and stuff like that. And now, don't get me wrong, like I know he works way harder than he did before, but he's told me some things that have made me feel and again, don't get me wrong, I'm happy for if I could be happy for anybody, it's Bob the Builder, because he's such a good dude, and we know that how hard he works.
Yeah.
But he's kind of like a little bit of a big timer now. He's out of our league a little bit.
No, I mean, he's literally going to like fucking Switzerland.
I mean, I'm hoping I can do that in like the next 20 years if I save up enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I have no leg to stand on. I went to Europe.
Oh, that's true.
3.5 weeks this year.
That's true. Yeah, you and Bob, dude. Anyways, go ahead. You were telling me about it.
Well, so he's kind of getting the wheels in motion to get ready to go on this like long trip, and so I've been like kind of picking up some slack here and there, and I'm basically going to be running the show next week, which is, can you imagine, dude?
Holy shit.
Me?
I don't know, man.
Retarded ass shorts, like
but you speak English the best out of all of them.
Yeah.
And you have the most trustworthy face. No sports, no politics, but you know what I'm saying. Damn, dude, that's great. I'm glad that he's trusting you like that.
All right, so I'm out on a job site. We're out in like bumfuck somewhere out in like Loudoun County, the sticks, right?
Yeah.
And it's so nice out there. But one thing that they do not have a lot of are like restaurants with bathrooms that are easy to get into and out of. Oh. Because it's so dispersed, like everything's so dispersed out there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 4:00 today, and I'm like kind of overseeing this project, so to speak, right? And I'm trying to help the guys pack up and get the fuck out of there because I'm like, bro, it's podcast night.
Yeah,
that takes priority.
I know. I know exactly what you mean, man. Because I feel that way, and nobody's ever given a shit other than me. Like every Friday and Tuesday, I'm like, Jess, come on, we got to get the kids to bed on time, and she's like, yeah, like they'll go to bed when they go. You make it every single time. And I'm like, no, you don't understand.
You don't understand.
I need an hour to drink.
I gotta get drunk before I get drunk on the show. So I'm trying to hurry these guys along, and they're just dragging ass because first of all, it's so fucking hot, obviously.
Yeah.
But you start to move. Wow, I just went full Bob.
Yeah, that was full Donna, dude.
You know.
So you get so like slow and like sluggish, like especially towards the end of the day when you've been sitting out in this fucking roast pan all day long.
Yeah.
So they're like dragging ass, and I'm like starting to pick up like their shit and like move it towards the truck.
The Mexies are dragging ass.
Yeah, dude. I'm like,
shit.
Let's go, fucking arriba. Like, come on, I gotta go.
When the Bob's away.
So there was about like an hour and 45 minutes where I realized I had to shit in my pants.
Oh, shit.
Had to. And I've been here before. We'll be here again. I went and got them Chipotle for lunch. Because, obviously, project managers get lunch for their employees.
Yeah. Get them some home cooking.
Totally not a professional intern at 37 years old. So they wanted Chipotle, and I was like, bruh, come on. Like, literally every single time I've had Chipotle in the year of working in construction, I've had a fucking problem. Yeah. Literally the first day. We talked about this on the podcast. The first day, before shorts on the job site was even a thing.
Yeah.
I threw up all over Bob's truck like the first day of the job after we had
right.
Chipotle.
Yeah, I remember that. Outside of Bob's truck.
Yeah, outside. Thank God. So I'm like nervous, and I don't know, like an hour and a half after eating the Chipotle, I start to feel like the rumbling, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, man, we're in another situation where we're in somebody's home. I can't just fucking go in there and blow up their bathroom.
Fuck, dude.
Like this, and so the fear starts to set in my mind.
Yeah.
And I'm like, here we go.
Dude, when you have a situation where you got diarrhea and you have nowhere to go diarrhea, like I'm convinced that your mind has the capability to make the stomach pains worse because you're stressing out about, I'm not going to be able to go until 4 hours from now.
Oh, and it's all you can think about. And like, also when you finally do get to go,
mm-hmm.
You know that feeling like, at least I had this, I'm sure most people do, but like when you start to physically in proximity get closer to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's like your body like tells your brain like, go ahead, just let it all out.
Dude, one time when I lived in McLean,
20 feet to go, we're basically there.
One time when I lived in Falls Church, actually, and I was going to McLean High School.
Yeah.
I was still for whatever reason, it was the year before I transferred to McLean, so I was still going to HB Woodlawn in Arlington.
Yeah.
And the closest bus stop to my house, my new house in Falls Church, because I technically was not allowed to go to HB living in Falls Church, was a mile and a half away from the house. So every day, because of fucking Miguel, dude, my stepdad, they didn't pick me up, nothing. They fucking made me walk from Bishop O'Connell High School all the way, Google it, all the way to West, somewhere on Osborne Street in Falls Church. And one day, dude, I was on the bus and I was like, oh no, I can fucking feel it, dude. And the whole time I'm thinking in my head, like, oh, dude, you got the fucking mile and a half trek to go before you can shit. And so, like, I did the bit where
dude, that is a sojourn.
Yeah, dude.
That is a trail of tears.
And so I'll never forget this, dude. I was fucking doing the bit where you're walking, and then like when you get like one of those stomach attacks where it's like it reminds you, every like 7-8 minutes. I had to like stop and like not walk and just like kind of clench my butt cheeks and just hope that it didn't happen right there. And then, dude, I'll never forget this. I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
I finally get to my street, right? And I'm like, oh, I fucking made it. And I get to the door and I try to open the door and it's locked.
Oh no, it's occupado.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, the front door of my house.
Oh, fuck,
and then I'm
okay.
like, oh shit, I gotta get my keys. And I bend down to get my keys. And I just, you know.
You get your hands out of your ass, I will eat your ass.
I fucking, my pants ate my ass, dude. It was fucking everywhere, dude. I walked a mile and a half with diarrhea in my, you know, in my body, and then I let it out on the fucking front doors. I'll never forget that shit, dude. I'm sorry. I keep hijacking your segment. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
So you had diarrhea today or the other day at work.
Yeah. So nothing will beat that. The body just knows, dude.
Yeah.
It just knows. So we get. It's like 4:00. I've been holding it in for at least an hour.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, the clock is fucking ticking.
Yeah.
Like, we got to make this shit happen. You know what I'm saying?
You're on borrowed time.
yeah. And I'm like, guys, come on, wrap it up.
Yeah.
And they were just taking forever, and I finally go, look, this is highly unprofessional, unprofessionale. I gotta go. I gotta get the fuck out of here, because in construction, it's not as easy as just like leaving. You gotta pack up your truck. Like there's shit that you gotta do before you can get in the truck and leave.
Yeah. You gotta clean your shit up.
Yeah. So I'm wrapping it up. I get the fuck out of there. And I'm like feverishly like searching for like the closest place that might have a bathroom. And it's like, I'm thinking, okay, Chick-fil-A, that's fairly close. It's like 2-3 miles away. Chick-fil-A, great for bathrooms, always clean, always neat. It's
always nice. Yeah.
I'm fucking flying in Bob's truck. I mean, he should have, if this were like a busier highway, you know, or like somewhere in Maryland where there's like speed cameras, he'd be getting hit with thousands of dollars worth of charges on Monday morning.
You'd break even for the month.
So I'm flying down the road, and then I see one of those nice 7-Elevens. It's like a 7-Eleven gas station.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, and I'm like, there's got to be a fucking bathroom. So, you know, most 7-Elevens, your traditional 7-Eleven, don't have bathrooms.
Yeah, it would take an act of desperation to normally ask for the bathroom at 7-Eleven.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
it's like back where their employees are and stuff. Yeah.
So I can literally feel like it's like DEFCON fucking 5 or whatever, right? You know, like there's like levels to this game, right?
Yeah.
With like, when you get hit with those, as EB, our friend, would call it, the wave.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. The wave. Yeah.
There's like a level 5 out of 10. There's like a level 7 or 8 out of 10, and then there's what this was, which is like a 12 out of fucking 10.
Yeah, I'd say it's like the terrorist alerts, like orange, yellow, red alert. It's
like,
probably a red alert.
In my mind, I'm already starting to count the number of steps between his truck and the bathroom inside.
Shit, dude.
I'm like, it's coming, dude. And I get right to the front door of this place. I get inside, and I'm like, dude, they grab the cheeks.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta stop. It doesn't even matter how embarrassing it looks. Like, I'm like, I don't care if anybody sees this. I have to make a manual maneuver with my hand to physically prevent this from coming out on the floor in the middle of 7-Eleven. So as I do that, I turn, and there's 2 cops like standing right there, just drinking coffee, shooting the shit or whatever. They look at me and they start laughing, right?
Oh.
The one guy he looks at me and he goes, howdy. And I respect the police. I did not have time for fucking words. I've got 13 steps left to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And again, as you said, I'm on borrowed fucking time.
I thought you were going to say they were worried that you were like up to no good. You know, they're talking to their
I was up to no good.
They're talking to their fucking speaker. We got a 419 on the 311 at the local convenience store. Like, no, I got to poop.
It was definitely a 311. It was like amber is the color of like the energy coming out of my ass.
All right, so then what?
So I'm like fucking pigeon walking on my way to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I get in there, like literally barely get the fucking pants down in time. You know what I mean? Like right
of course,
there. Like it's the world is ending if you don't get those pants off. I get it off just in time. And it was like once it was done, it was like I got hit with like a wave of just calmness.
You just start thinking of Milena Velba and Leanne Crow.
Dude, it wouldn't have mattered. I was like full Nirvana state. Like I was just at peace or whatever.
Life was good.
30 seconds before that, it wouldn't have mattered if the cops were standing there and I walked into the women's bathroom. It was going to happen. I would have transed out and gone straight into the women's bathroom, which was closer than the men's bathroom. It didn't fucking matter.
You had that post shit clarity where, I mean, it's almost like you're
oh, shit. No one hit me late. Sorry.
It's like your butt and your genitals have a mind of their own.
Oh, it's
like you try to work with them, but at the end of the day, they're doing what they're gonna do. So yeah, no, I've been there, dude.
I mean, I got out of the bathroom and I was like, my brain was running wild. I was like, you guys better check out the crime scene in there.
You said that? Shut off, dude.
No.
You're so funny.
It was just,
my God.
I was so happy when it was over. And I was like, this is what it feels like to be truly at peace.
Yeah.
Once you get it out without complete disaster mode happening, that is peace of mind.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're like the monk in Vietnam setting himself on fire, just calmly, except for you're shitting yourself. And you're just calmly sitting there, like nothing can detract you away from what your focus is. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad you got away with, a murder. It sounds like, and well, dude, should we quickly pull up this Shorts on the Job Site video?
Yeah, we can. This
All
was
right.
from the story we talked about, I think, last week. We had an accompanying video with it, but we weren't able to get to it for reasons, obviously, which you may see here in just a second. But is this the same video?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, this was last week when I got butt fucked by the by the Mexicans, the deck guys, the guys that are always the one to bone me in the ass, and they go, they basically just disappeared right when I needed them most. I showed up, and this is the guy that I had screwed over, hit him with that damaging fucking zinger that one time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
where I threw the
guy that likes pink spray because he's gay. Yeah.
Which nothing wrong with that.
No,
but
yeah.
in that community, I don't know.
Yeah.
You hit him with this is your favorite Kohler. He might be plotting your demise for the next 2 months.
Right.
It was.
Yeah.
So I showed up with a pallet and a half, which was 65 bags of concrete, each bag 85,
killing the game, dude.
80 pounds, needing him and his team of bros to help me out.
Yeah.
Unload this shit, and they were nowhere to be fucking found.
Do you know where they went? It's coming up right here.
Yeah, they went to another job site.
These fucking bastards, dude.
I was hoping they were just out to lunch, but they were definitely out to lunch for like 2.5 hours.
All right, so here we go. We got the video. Let me pull that shit up, Jamie. Right. Yeah, this is it. Okay.
So I shot a little POV here. This is me carrying the concrete, lumbering through the frozen tundra. What am I talking about?
Now, I mean, I feel like it's an obvious joke, but you know what it sounds like, right?
No.
I mean, for the people who are not watching right now, who are just listening,
yeah.
It sounds like you're beating off in your car. A little bit, right?
Me and my homeboy, we was joking.
Me and my homeboy. All right.
Wait, can you play it again? Because I didn't hear that.
All right. Let me turn the Shorts on the Job Site music down.
I'm not really honestly conscious of this, but every time we're unloading heavy materials and shit on the job site, I think I do that. I think I do that grunting thing.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about it a couple weeks ago. And then I started getting super self-conscious and listening to if other people are grunting at the same time.
Yeah.
When they're unloading heavy shit. And I was like, no, I'm the only one doing this. I just sound like a pussy every fucking time we carry heavy shit.
All right, here we go. Uno mas. Big ass bag of concrete.
Oh, you got to have a countdown. It's the only way to like mentally get through it.
Yeah.
Tres mas, dos mas, uno mas.
All right, here we go. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. Come bukkake on glasses. Damn, son. That's a lot of concrete.
It's 65 bags. Yeah, it's crazy. I sound gay. This guy is hell. Yeah, it was about 150 degrees that day. I didn't realize how much that really does sound like I'm just jerking out.
Yeah, dude. Me and my homeboy was carrying concrete. Yeah, I didn't know, but props to you, man. That looks like a lot of work, dude.
I forgot to tell you this. So Bob the Builder, when I was probably like 6 months into working for him or something like that, by the time Christmas rolled around, and I had never seen Bob take a day off to that point.
Yeah,
or maybe it was Thanksgiving. Maybe that was the first one. And I remember, asking him, I was like, "Do you take off for Thanksgiving?"
Yeah,
dude, it's crazy.
You never know, right?
He works like 7 days a week. It's
he's a wild guy. Yeah,
and he goes, "No, we take off for the real holidays." And I go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
He goes, so I went through an entire year working with Bob, waiting to figure out which ones are the real holidays.
Yeah.
There's about 4 of them in his book.
Christmas, the Christian holidays, right?
I can tell you a few that aren't real holidays in his book.
Oh yeah, I can think of one that just happened like 2 weeks ago. It's probably not.
We didn't take off for that holiday.
He probably doesn't honor that date. Yeah.
No, just fucking around, guys.
That's the thing about Bob. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm happy for it. I can't be mad because, he's got nice cars. He's able to afford trips to Switzerland, but that dude fucking busts his ass.
Yeah, he does. Of course, he earns it.
Quick shout out to the people, the dogs in the house. Our guy Brad Payson says it's 112 degrees in Sacramento right now.
Crazy, dude.
It's nuts. Jen Montana, it gets so hot inside my work that at the end of the night, my arms and legs are coated in salt from the sweat. Yeah, she's tougher than both of us, dude.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Our guy RJ, Shorts just escaped out of the woods away from Bigfoot. That is what it sounds like. And Perun Svarog, man's work. Well done. Yeah, props to Shorts, dude. You're killing it.
Shout out to Lubomir. Oh, speaking of which, should we get to the shout outs?
Yeah, let's fucking do that. Yeah. Guys, we wanted to start doing those later in the show just because, we kind of wanted to get the shtick right away. But
just getting a rhythm.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Big time P1 shots. Let's do it.
It's time for our big time P1 shout outs.
Shout outs to AJ McCown, Alex Davis, Brendan Cooney. Shout outs to Brendan Smith, Brent Wenzel, Brian Altman. Shout outs to Brian Busties, Chris Purtell. Shout outs to Spence, Danny Loudermilk, David Slat. Shout outs to Don DeMarco, Ernesto Ladon. Shout outs to Craven Moorhead, James Faz, Jason Adams. Shout outs to Jen, up jump the boogie to the bang bang boogie. Shout outs to JP Flame, Kevin Smith, Korean John, Chris Stein, Kyle Kogan, M_Jizzle. Shout outs to Matt Brodericks, Matt Starcheck, and Matt Starcheck.
Hell yeah.
Shout outs to Max has a 1-inch penis, Peter Rosencrans, Reggie. Shout outs to Ron Mexico, Scope, and our guy Brad paints this in 112-degree heat in Sacramento. Instagram.com/Brad paints this. You guys can check out his artwork there. Shout outs to Sean Kibler, William, and Lubomir. Thank you guys for supporting us. That is our $8 tier. We couldn't do it without you. I promise you that.
We wouldn't do it without you.
We definitely would not do it without you.
We probably quit a year in.
Don't give them an incentive.
Yeah, no,
you guys can support the show at patreon.com/IDM. We have 5 different tiers: $5, $8, or $12. It really just comes down to how butt sized and your penis is you get for IDM. So
all right,
shout outs, guys.
From there, let's jump to our guy, the legend, Money Mike.
In Northern Virginia, where the
shout outs to Money Mike's Plumbing. Mike Cook has owned and operated his small business all over Northern Virginia for the past 20 years. He gives free estimates in person or over the phone. No job is too big or too small, so give Mike Cook a call.
Here we go. Of course.
the sponsor of IDM's big show.
Uh-huh.
703-501-1926. Let him know. Mention IDM, get 10% off your fee.
If you mention IDM, you get a 10% discount from Mike Cook. He does commercial and residential, large jobs and small, and he's licensed and insured. That's so fucking important. I'm telling you, there's a lot of scam artists out there. I see Mike Cook out on the job site every single week, and he's literally never fucked up. Not like me.
All right, well, don't jinx him like that.
Well, no, he's a pro, dude. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
He's a pro. So when you hire Mike, you're getting a fucking pro. 703-501-1926. That's 703-501-1926. And I can confidently say Mike Cook has been getting business from the dogs out there supporting Mike Cook and supporting IDM. 3 weeks in a row, he's got new customers.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you, the dogs, for supporting our sponsor, man. That means a lot to us.
It really does. So if you support Mike Cook, you support IDM. And not a single person said they're not happy with his work. So 703-501-1926. Mention IDM for 10% discount. Shout out.
I bet. All right, cool. Okay, so real quick, dude, I just want to get to another story real quick. It's not gonna.
Do you want to do it real quick?
Real quick, John. Just real quick, like right quick. Hey,
for real,
excuse me, Yana.
Remember, I was asking you about like last week, I think, before the show.
Yeah,
you dropped one of those Yanas on me.
Yeah.
And I go, what is that from? And you go, it's just my black guy impression.
Excuse me. Nah, but you know what I'm saying, Yana. I think I got it from like Judge Judy clips and Judge Joe Harris.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I just want to say this real quick, dude. I don't know if you guys remember the Month of Junkies last year, but this year there were 2 guests missing from our lineup. The producers of the Junkies, Drab T-Shirt and Matt Valdez. Now, I worked very closely with Drab T-Shirt when I was working on LeVar and Dukes.
Mm-hmm.
We actually lived together for like a year at an extended stay in Fairfax.
Yep.
Good times and bad times. There's some, anyways. It's just weird living with the dude that you work under, you know, because they bring the drama home.
Yeah. I mean, that is very awkward.
Yeah.
Like he was your boss, basically.
Yeah.
And if you fucked up at work, which you did.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You'd have to see him as soon as you get home. It's like living with your fucking boss. I mean, that sounds terrible.
Yeah. He'd be pissed off at work and at home, you know, and I try to make him cookies, make him feel better about it. And no, I'm playing. I didn't do that. But
Daddy, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And Valdez, former producer of the CNO show, guy who we did the Get Huge Club with, we were very close with, but they did not make it on the show this month, the Junkies. Now, Drab, I tried to get him, but he had a lot of stuff going on with family and kids and this and that, so I didn't want to bother him. I didn't want to beg him.
Yeah.
And Valdez, I don't know, you were working on him, but I think he was being a little dodgy a little bit.
Valdez literally could do no wrong in my eyes. I mean, like, he's such a funny dope. Like, he's us. Like, he is me for sure. Like, Valdez and I are kind of the same person.
No, you're not. What are you saying, dude? You do this shit all the time, man. You guys are not the same person at all. What are you talking about?
We're basically best friends.
You're like one of the nicest dudes I know. And he will fucking be. Okay, this story is about Valdez big timing.
That's
recently.
a good setup.
Yeah. So Valdez, a long time ago, I live across the way from a golf course, and Valdez was going to come over to my house, and Shorts is going to come over, and we were going to play golf on the golf course. I've never played a round of golf once in my life.
This was the time that was like years ago.
Yeah.
I think actually I still technically owe Valdez $40 for that. He paid me for the round, and I never, we never did it. We didn't do the round. We didn't play.
No, because it was like raining profusely the day we were supposed to do it.
Yeah, Valdez, I still have your $40.
So dude, so Valdez, so I've like sort of felt, I don't know, I felt like that's that's kind of that's an unfinished story in my book. The going out to golf with Valdez thing. I've never, like I said, I've never played a round of golf. So my neighbor, Mike, big fan of the show, listens to the show.
Yep.
Oh my God, my other neighbor, Puerto Rock is in here. What's up, dog? He's been trying to get me to go golf with him, right? And I keep telling him, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna hold up your game. I suck. It's gonna be awkward because you're gonna have friends there, and they're gonna be like, who the fuck is this noob? You know?
Yeah.
Like, why'd you bring this guy? And so he's like, well, bring someone that you know, bring someone your. And I was like, oh, Valdez, you know?
Oh,
I can bring Valdez. We were supposed to go golfing. I know he loves to play golf.
Talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
Loves to talk about golf.
Yeah. And so I was texting him the other day, and I was like, yo, man, you know, we never played golf. Like, maybe we should do that. I hear that he's interested in moving to Reston. So
Oh, nice.
yeah. So he texted me back, and he's like, yeah, dude, whenever, just let me know. And I'm like, okay, how about this place? And he's like, yeah, that sounds good. And then so I was going to follow up with him again after we have him on the show, but we never had him on the show.
Yeah.
So my neighbor, this guy, Mike, he was at the Reston Country Club recently.
Big time.
I know. Hidden Creek.
Oh my God.
I'm thinking of joining if we can get like 3,000 more subscribers.
That's funny.
And so he's at the country club, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, I think Valdez is at Hidden Creek right now. And I go, what's Hidden Creek?
So it's not the golf course behind your house.
No.
Okay.
And I go, what's hidden? Because I have no idea what country clubs are around me.
It's hidden from you.
He's like, it's a big time country club. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense because Valdez is a big timer. And I text Valdez and I'm like, yo, are you at Hidden? Because he doesn't live in Reston. I'm like, are you at Hidden Creek right now? And he sends me this super elaborate response back. He goes, I mean, it was honestly way too much of a text to send me back. He goes, yup. And like, that's basically like, don't text me again.
Yep. Yeah. Dude, that's the EB response. That's the
Like,
dot.
Dude, I thought we were friends. Like, if you send me that text, he sends me that text. Are you at blah 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 in my neighborhood? I go, oh yeah, I'm meeting up with blah blah blah. I'm here because whatever. Are you here?
Yeah, right.
Is that what you're asking?
Right. There's a lot of follow-up.
We should link. We should grab a beer.
Yeah, like, do you see me right now physically?
Yeah. Oh shit, come say hi.
Yeah. You've been on our show 100 times.
Yeah, you used to be our producer for our show, and we treated you like an equal, like you don't treat us. But Shorts, I know you're the same guy as him.
Yeah.
So
we're basically the same guy.
So he goes, he goes, yup, and I'm like, this motherfucker, dude. I'm not gonna. If I send a text back to that, I just look like a grass.
Oh, straight up.
And you shouldn't have to think that with your friends. You shouldn't have to be like, oh man, that was. I know you don't like when I bring him up, but that was the problem with Dukes texting him is because you would have to when he texts you something. you had to put way too much thought into the response. Because you're
wait. I don't like it when you bring him up.
Yeah, you complained about that with Brendan the other week.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that.
But you gotta text him back and be like, no, that he'll be offended if I say this. No, it'll sound like I'm not appreciative if I say this.
Right.
That's not like a friendship shouldn't be at work like that. It should just be like, you're a dick. You talk to them however you want to talk to them.
For sure.
So he said, yeah, but I didn't respond. And so I texted Mike back and I go, yeah, that's Valdez. He's there. I don't know what he's doing. So I saw him like 2 days later.
He confirmed with a yup text.
Yeah. Fucking. It's like I was texting Jay-Z, or the time we tried to book the situation on the show.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Not pos. Thanks.
Not pos.
And so I see Mike. He comes over. His daughter and my daughter are friends, and they're hanging out. And he talks to me. He's like, "Yo, Valdez he's kind of a dick a little bit." And I was like, "Really? What happened?" He goes, "Nah, he's a really nice guy." He's like, "Nah, I'm just kidding, man. It's fine. He was probably busy, but he like kind of big time me a little bit." And I go, "Oh shit, what happened?" And he goes, "Man, like, I saw him at the pool, and I was like, is that Valdez? That's so random. We were just talking about him."
He's at the pool at Hidden Creek.
Yeah. And so he's like, "Oh wow, Othello Othman." He calls me Othman. He was like, was just texting me the other day about golfing with Valdez, and he's here. That's so random. And I was like, "Oh, so what happened?" He goes, I tried to say what's up to him, and I was like, "Hey, I'm Othello's neighbor. He says we're gonna go golfing or something like that."
Yeah.
Something to that effect.
Are you the world famous Matt Valdez?
Yeah, he said something like that. He goes, "Hey, Valdez," and he goes,
"Are you the goated legend, the prince of all princes, Matt Valdez?"
Yeah. And he said, "Hey, you're Valdez, right?" He goes, "Yeah." And he goes, I've been texting Othello's my neighbor. I've been texting him. He says we're gonna go golfing soon." And Valdez, without even breaking stride in his steps, he's walking past him, goes, "Yeah, he texted me about that," and just keeps fucking walking by.
Oh my God, the big time.
Can you fucking believe
God,
that
dude.
shit, dude?
Holy fuck, dude.
So I told him, I was like, yeah, he was probably drunk, or I don't know, maybe he was like
big time.
Yeah, dude. Or he was like maybe fighting with his vagina. Like I don't know what happened. Yeah. But I'm sorry, dude. He's like, nah. I mean, like I said, he's like a super nice guy, so he's not like holding it against him. But me, dude, I'm like, dude, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Like
people, when we tell you, there's a reason Matt Valdez that we started calling him Big Time Valdez on IDM very early on.
Yeah.
First of all, he was harder to book the first time than the Junkies.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Go back and listen to JP on our show, or Cakes, or listen to how nice they are and how like, I mean, dude, it's insane.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, man. I love the guy because he's one of our. We went through boot camp with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like we went
sure.
through JFK boot
That's
camp
the
with
thing.
him.
That's why it like doesn't make sense, because like I don't know, like I kind of feel like we're all one and the same, right? Like we're on the same playing field. But it's pretty clear to me that Valdez does not feel that way.
It's unbelievable, man. Like
he thinks he's actually Howard Stern.
You know what pisses me off, and I said this to you in a text.
Yeah.
I remember when we had Drab and Valdez on the show last year.
Yeah.
And I brought up the topic of Valdez being a big timer. And Drab did his bit where he fucking is doing the contrarian thing where he has to be against the point I'm bringing up. And I was trying to make the point that Valdez acts like a big timer, and Drab made it sound like I was being a hater and I was just fucking saying it completely out of nowhere.
Yeah.
No, dude, we have like hundreds of stories like this that have led me to this conclusion.
Literally hundreds.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, dude, I'll be honest. I have like, I'm sort of sensitive to people acting differently when they get in positions of power.
Oh yeah,
I really don't like that.
There's a power dynamic. Look, you're a minority, so
Yeah.
obviously, like you've had a lot of experience with being on the wrong end of that power.
Dude,
dynamic.
and I'm a feminist, dude. The fucking I think about the patriarchy every day, basically. No,
like literally, do not stop thinking about the patriarchy. You wake up, patriarchy. Go to work, well, you're still at home, patriarchy. Eat lunch, patriarchy.
Friday night, Patreon. No, but like I've seen donks go from Luke Thomas, for instance, right? When I started working with him, he was on a Nubs he did a Nubs radio show, MMA radio show that was on from Sunday nights at 11, and nobody listened. And I saw him go from that to what he is now, where he has like hundreds of thousands of followers and subscribers on YouTube and shit. And he's the fucking exact same dude.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Is.
And we've seen many people go from nubbiness to silliness, right?
Yep.
And we've seen many people go from nubbiness to 20 years later nubbiness, like ourselves.
We've stayed the same.
Yeah.
same, guys. That's what we're talking about here.
I saw Danny Rouillet go from a fucking random ass listener who was calling in with a Tiger Woods impression to the Mike Wise show to a random co-host on Overtime with Bob Roland to fucking
shout outs to Bob.
Yeah, we love Bill Roland. To fucking having his own show with Grant Paulson on 106.7 The Fan.
I don't think we've ever done that.
No, I don't think so either.
We love those guys. Just fucking.
Yeah, but I will say this. Not the same person. The guy that called in back in the day, the guy who has a radio show, not the same Danny Rouillet, but that's okay. That's all right. But dude, like I didn't know what to tell the guy. Like, I was like, I'm sorry. Yeah, he can just be a big timer a little bit sometimes.
I know. Like, how do you explain that?
Yeah.
You have to understand that, well, you listen to the show. We call him Big Time Valdez. It's actually not a bit at all. As much as it sounds like a bit, no, it's actually very real life. Like, he's a big timer all the time.
How can you let yourself be a big timer like that when you work in radio? Dude. I don't want to shit on radio. Like radio, the Junkies are fucking royalty in the DMV area.
Legends, yeah.
But dude,
Matt Valdez.
I mean,
is he a legend?
Fucking
definitely in his own mind for sure.
Fucking dude, Brett Oliverio. Yeah. Brett Oliverio never once, from fucking being the producer at the station with the tiniest office imaginable,
in the biggest thighs,
to being fucking nubby hot dog restaurant owner, to fucking gigantic barstool best college bar 3 years in a row owner. Like, he's never changed. Like, he's never acted big time. Sometimes he takes a little long to respond to Instagram messages, but that's because we send him reels all the time. But dude, that guy, that's another example of a guy who's never fucking changed.
Just did our show like a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and he was so happy to do it. Anyway, so I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. You guys get the point. Richmond John says, "Hey, zoom me in so we can talk shit, or so we can shit talk everyone at the fan." Dude, don't tempt me.
Obviously,
no. I love a lot of people at the fan. I still love Valdez. But
of course.
I'm just like, dude, come on.
Well, that was the funny thing about when him and Drab were like trashing me on bit season, which is, I've told them both that's totally fine. Like, you guys can say whatever you want, as long as you get the plug in. That's all that matters to me. As long as you plug IDM, it's fine. And then I heard them like doing their bit, and Drab's doing like his panty voice. He's like, What's going on with Blue Shorts? What is wrong with his brain?
He does do a voice. Here's what I want to talk about today on the show.
And Valdez is like, it's crazy.
yeah.
But I don't know. Like, it's always going to be good with us.
I mean,
it's just weird.
At the end of the day, they would rather support us than shun us, and
we love that.
They mean well, but yeah, I mean, fuck, dude.
We're like the Amish. We're the English people. We're the English to them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We're definitely the English. But back to the patriarchy, guys.
All right, can we get to this other story real quick before we go to the straight Treon?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Richmond John, maybe we will zoom you in on the straight Treon. But dude, I wanted to get to this topic. I know we've talked about this subject a million times. I'm sorry, this is an article about Joe Biden. That is not what I wanted to. Okay.
That's weird that would be in your computer. That's a complete surprise to me.
All right, so here it is. Well, I was
no politics, no sports.
Yeah, no politics, you guys. I'm so hesitant to bring up anything even remotely close to politics because of like I feel like we've done a good job of like straying away from it, and we've still somehow found a way to piss people off. So.
You can almost like glance it with the earlobe of your fucking head.
Yeah.
And then somebody would be like, they sit around and they talk about politics all day long every day.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, what the fuck?
And this isn't about a particular side, one way or the other. It's just if you fucking even hint at leaning towards one side or the other, people fucking get salty.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, cool. So we've talked about many of these stories before, but this story is a recent one that came or actually no, it's a recent one I saw. But a teacher pregnant, accused of sex with eighth grader was accepted by her boy's family.
Now, is this the girl who was? I think I was reading into this a little bit, and correct me if I'm wrong on this story, but was this the girl who was basically like, she was arrested, obviously.
Yeah.
And then the details. Well, maybe I'm going to spoil the story.
Yeah. Don't spoil this shit. So yeah, she got arrested. I think she got sentenced to like 10 years or something like that. She's 24 years old.
What do you know what the charge was? I mean, I'm sure it's like child sexing or something like that.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, she got knocked up by this dude. So let's see. I'm not sure, but court documents show the boy's parents did not object to their relationship, and she told a school district investigator they were very supportive and excited when she disclosed her pregnancy.
This is like a modern day Mary Kay Letourneau.
Yeah. Well, I don't think his parents were happy with it. They were just
Filipino boy.
I think was he Filipino or was he like Samoan?
Something like that, yeah. I mean, obviously, very different cultures. I don't mean to say something like that to imply that they're all the same.
But dude, here are some other points from the story. She would tell the neighbors that the boy was her brother. She moved the boy and his father into her home and pretended she was dating the father.
How old was the boy?
13. Whoa. She bought groceries and paid phone bills for the boy's family. And this kind of explains things. She's 24, right? Her 6-year-old daughter called the boy dad.
Whoa, dude, that's wild. All right,
6 years old is kind of old for a 24-year-old mom. So she probably had some, you know.
Yeah. Now, can I ask you an important question?
Yeah.
Because this is a trend with these stories quite frequently.
Do I get sized?
More or less, yeah.
I don't know, man. She looks like Can
you pull her picture up for the people who are?
Well, this is her picture.
Oh, it's already up there. Sorry.
This is her. I don't know. It's probably from her Facebook. She doesn't look that silly, dude. She looks kind of like a gross Jennifer Tilly, you know,
like a younger, grosser Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I mean, she doesn't look, but this photo that we're looking at here, you know, she's got full makeup on, her hair all did up. It looks like maybe that's a case of like best case scenario type of photo.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing: I'm not factoring in how cool it would be to have a thing with your teacher.
Plus, you don't we can't really tell how big those thangers are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't know how big those paws. Yeah,
because if she's got big thangers, then obviously different story.
She got big things popping. But every time I see these stories, I'm like, first of all, I'm blown away by how like normal looking the teachers are. And I'm also blown away by, like, you and I were 13, dude. I remember being in 8th grade. I didn't even know how to talk to girls my age, let alone fucking adult women, you know?
God, dude. I was I was texting a buddy just the other day, and I was like, who is that hot ass cheerleader or cheerleading coach when we were at Fairfax? And he was like, I think it was Miss Georges. And he goes, and I go, Miss Georges, Miss Gorgeous Georges. Yeah, that sounds right. And he goes, but there was another one too. And we were racking our brains because those are the days where like you kind of cement yourself as a pervert in high school.
Yeah, yeah.
Hot chick teachers. I mean, there's nothing better. Like in this lady had just massive busties.
Really?
Oh, huge.
You got her like full name or
No, I don't think I do. I can barely remember her last name.
All right, Miss Georges.
Yeah,
who's the friend you were texting?
A buddy of mine.
Well,
you may know him as Don DeMarco.
Oh, okay, holla. Okay, I'm
Otherwise
gonna hit him
known
up.
as Mr. Sister Fister.
Blister till she fisters.
Yeah.
Or fister till she. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him up. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, but can you imagine just like, I remember being one time I was like, I was cool with the sports medicine teacher because she listened to the Junkies. She was like,
yeah,
I think she had some sort of connection to them, and so like I would kind of like hang out with whatever room she kind of ran after school. I would hang out there. And I remember one dude who was he was like a senior. I was in 9th grade at the time. He was a senior. He was like in the room and he goes, he was talking to her and she said something. He said like something like no shit Sherlock or something like that. And I remember being like, holy fucking shit, this guy just fucking cursed in front of this teacher. Like, that's insane.
In front of this teacher?
Yeah, teacher. Oh, excuse me, Holmes. You can't talk like that in front of. I work construction. And I was like, holy fucking shit. Like, I couldn't imagine cursing in front of a teacher, let alone fucking hollering, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how this shit happens, but it does a lot.
Well, and it's I guess this is like the random exception, but 9 times out of 10, when these stories come out, the teacher is hot as fuck.
Yeah.
And so you always go like, well, fuck, first of all, why couldn't that have been me in high school? Second of all, what's wrong with her? Like what's wrong in her brain? Something spiraled at the wrong critical point in her life to make her want to be fucking young dudes.
Yeah, you're right.
And then again, it comes back to one more time. Why couldn't she fuck me?
Yeah. What's wrong with me?
Where was that teacher when I was in high school? Yeah.
It's so crazy.
It's kind of a weird double standard though, isn't it?
Like, yeah, it is.
Obviously, I mean, clearly.
We don't see her as a predator, but if it was a dude, yeah.
Definite predator.
Yeah.
Dude. Definite predator.
I don't want to get into like graphic details of why I think that, but
you don't want to do it.
It has something to do with
predators.
No, well, yeah, but it has some. In my mind, it has something to do with the anatomy of intercourse and what men do versus what women do. That's all I'll say.
All right.
I'm a feminist, dude. I got 2 daughters.
Obviously,
2 Jewish daughters.
Dude, you wake up and you in the morning and you go, look, I'm raising 2 proud women and
no proud boys.
Yeah, no proud boys, obviously. Clearly
shit,
no proud boys.
No politics, guys. No sports.
You go, look, I just want to be a champion for women every day.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. But dude, here's the other thing though, and I know we have to go to the straight round pretty soon, but that Mary Kay Letourneau kid, he kind of got fucked, dude. Like, well, literally,
he definitely got fucked.
He definitely got fucked, but figuratively, he got fucked because
I remember this. Yeah, we talked about this before.
When he was fucking old enough to date fucking young 20-year-olds or whatever, he was, with raising a kid with a crazy ass 45-year-old lady who was way past her prime,
She was kind of nuts looking too.
But she looked all right in when he was 13.
Yeah,
You know?
I know that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that's right.
always a give and take in each situation.
Yeah, she definitely gave a lot.
All
that pussy.
right, dude. We gotta go to the straight round. Richmond John says proud girls. Yeah, that's what I'm calling my girls. The proud girls.
The proud girl. You guys gonna eat 5 cereals together every morning?
Yeah, Jen Montana says usually those teachers have bleached blonde hair. Yeah, you're right. I mean, they are the majority of the time they are good looking, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. You know, I'll be honest, dude. I wish we could see the quote unquote victims in every situation, but we can't because
You're sick,
they're
dude.
minors. I feel like a lot of time they would be like Black and Hispanic kids.
I don't know.
Because like Black dudes, even at a young age, are not afraid to holler at girls.
I do wish I had like our buddy D-Tet. He used to have this in his Twitter bio. He would it said, if I had the confidence of a Black man, I'd be unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
And I've thought about that literally a million fucking times.
Yeah.
Like they just, some brothers just have silly confidence and it makes you go like, fuck, man, I envy the shit out of you.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I'm old.
I'm old. Put me on the podium.
No, dude. No politics. What the fuck?
Who said it was political? I just made the statement.
All right, cool. Let's get to the straight round. We got tons of stuff to talk about. You have a ton of stories that you said were exclusively for the straight round.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Do you want to tease anything or?
Yeah. No, we'll just get to it over.
All right.
I'm gonna have to like look through a whole fucking list of topics.
Okay,
we're gonna waste time.
Well, there's a strip club thing I'm excited to get to.
Oh yeah.
But shouts to the dogs for supporting us. Shouts to the big time P1s. Shouts to Money Mike, always fucking supporting us.
Shout outs to all the sillies out there. Patreon.com/IDM pod, $5, $8, or $12. If you guys want to subscribe on Patreon, we appreciate your support. We love y'all. We'll see you over there on the Proud Girls Club. The Patreon.
All right, peace.